What is up, you guys? It is your boy Gian here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another FELSBRUNN episode here on the PC. Do appreciate you guys clicking on the video. And as promised in the last one, we have definitely skipped ahead a smidge bit. Well, I do have a confession to make. I messed up the plowing again because I forgot to plow 11 and 13, and they're already planted, and I don't want to waste the money on seed to plow this. We can plow 21 if I remember to do that. The other two I forgot again. Whoopsie. My bad. So just getting the seeder going here on our home field. We need to get our combine rolling again here in a minute. Just logged into the map a couple minutes ago, so I don't have that going yet, but I will. I definitely will have it going. Somebody said something, they had a problem with this spot here on this map as well. And something about putting it into grass. I may try that in the future. I just don't have any money right now. So I apologize on that one, but I'm a little poor right now, so I can't mess with the tools. And I know that comment was a while ago. I record ahead. Everybody knows this. I would like to get to the point where I'm not as far ahead. But I've got some stuff coming up here, like my 24-hour stream, and my setup's not going to be at my house for at least a week. And I'm going to be building a new setup, a new desk, and I mean, the setup's going to be the same, basically. The same monitor, same computer, stuff like that. But as far as the physical, like, desk and all that stuff, it's all going to be different. So I need some time to kind of work on that. So I'm working ahead on videos, if you know what I'm saying. So there is that. But anyway, so yeah. I like our little grain bin site. It's functional. I can tell you that it is full of soybeans right now, like plumb full to the top, all three of the bins. So there's that. It's a lot of soybeans. Hoping to make a lot of money. And I guess we're going to probably get into animals with our income. I guess we'll get into cows, because we do have probably the next video I record in this series. I will have the Anderson Group DLC. I don't have it yet, obviously, so that gives you a good time frame of when this was recorded, of course. But we will be jumping in with the Anderson Group DLC as soon as it is available for the series here. So there's that. Combine, you need to go. So as I was saying with the soybeans, we're full. We've got more down at the train too. So soybeans, what? I haven't even looked at the price. Is that a good price? Basically $3 grand. I think I'll just take it because that sounds pretty fantastic to me. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some hauling. I don't know the names of these yet. We're gonna have to do some hauling. That's okay. That's okay. We got our truck, so we can haul efficient, effectively, whatever. So let's go ahead and move this around, kind of to where we're harvesting a little bit here. Just saying. So lots of hauling in this video. I will be hauling all of them in this video if I have to, like, take a pause, do some selling, come back to wrap it up. Either way, I want to do it all in this video. So we've got another field to harvest as well, so need to focus on the combine. Actually, let's just park this up here in our little yard they just give you. We haven't done anything to this yard, of course. So I have to replace a dog house for grease spot. Yeah. Auger wagon. We need to fill that cedar up here in a second too, but that's another story for another day, of course. But yes. So combining needs to be our primary focus, and I'll do all the other stuff kind of later, you know, off video for you guys. So there's that. This combine and this auger wagon just don't like each other. I think it's the combine doesn't like the auger wagon, but who's to say? Who's to say? Who knows? Who knows? Come on, man. Come on now. Let's do it. Nope. Alright, good talk. All 804 liters you gave me. Thank you, Combine. I appreciate it. The next Combine that we purchase will not be a green one. Okay? Can we just agree to that? Is that a possibility? It's probably going to be a yellow one. The yellow one has a better pipe, but capacity-wise, it would be the ideal Combine. But to me, the New Holland has the best pipe and stuff. So, probably go with a New Holland just for the unload auger. So, there's that. Anything's better than the John Deere. Although I think it's John Deere with this auger wagon. I don't think he's going to have enough room to turn around, so... Maybe if we just sit still and we won't scare him. This way he can... Yeah, see, we're not scary when we sit still, are we? Good John Deere Combine. That is a good John Deere Combine. I'm kind of annoyed with myself that I forgot to plow those. But I was just working ahead and in the groove, and I was getting it done, so there's that. Are you gonna fire yourself? No? Is he actually gonna work? Looks like he might actually work, huh? How about that? Alright. Cool. But no, it's actually the process is not as bad now because of having the Rubicon. You know, the Rubicon helps a lot. Let me just put it that way. There's our seeder. Okay, you're basically done. So stop. Fold you up. 27 liters of seed left. You're gonna get about 2 feet in your field, and you're gonna be like, hey. It's for horses. I'm full. Hey. Hey, Mr. Man, fill me up. Not full. Empty. Definitely empty. We could just turn it on so they buy seed, but I don't know. I kind of think you spend more money that way, but I don't actually know that to be a fact. It's just kind of a hunch. But I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal to drive down here to the shop and load up, especially when we have pallets sitting everywhere. One of these days, I'm going to run these liquid fertilizers through the Rubicon just to get rid of them. Let's be real. These are fertilizer. Those are some seeds down there. That's 4 seeds. That might be enough. 5 seeds. 5 seeds, yeah. Assuming they're fullish, which, you know, who knows? Or assuming the seeder wants to, you know, recognize them. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Oh, come on. You're gonna be difficult, huh? Alright, so we'll drive away. So it's like, oh, I don't see any pallets. I don't see any pallets there, Mr. Man. We'll plow into them because that's, you know, the thing to do. I was going to go on the left of them, then I realized I really need to be on the right of them. There we go. Now we're filling with seed. About time. About time. That's okay. We got to get back to our combine. We got to keep our combine moving. Let's get some more seed coming in here. I will tell you guys my next Let's Play. If the map doesn't have it, I will put the mods in for the tanks. For the seed fertilizer, herbicide, liquid fertilizer tanks. Instead of doing this. I can guarantee it. It will be a thing. For sure. For sure. I'd like my next map to be a Stevie map, but I heard he's working on some maps, but it's going to be a while. I mean, we could always go do a Let's Play on Fenton Forest, but we're doing that in multiplayer. So I really don't like to run the same map, multi and single player at the same time, of course. Realistically, this map still has I have a long way to go on this map. But, you know, I have been talking about starting another series, so we'll see. The thing right now that I'm working on kind of behind the scenes is I am working on slowly, little by little, the How to Cow series. You know, working on that very slowly in the background here. I need to focus on that a little bit more. I have it ready as of recording this one. I have it ready to make at least the first video. Probably make a couple videos in the series. So I need to just sit down and hammer those out. I think that I'm going to try to work on those next week in my real time. Not so much on this map. Work on those very heavily. And try to get that series knocked out. But like I was saying, I got that 24-hour stream coming up here in honestly just a couple weeks for me real time, which is probably past by the time this video comes out, but you know. And then, you know, trying to get my new setup and stuff, because I can't be out here in the garage for too much longer realistically, because it is going to start getting warm. And I can take the cold out here, the computers can take the cold, you know, the cold, yeah, I guess it could bother the computers, but if it's gonna be really cold at night, I just leave them on. And it's not nearly as cold in my little plastic bubble out here as it is in even just the rest of the garage, because I'm holding a lot of that heat in the bubble. Okay, holding a lot of the heat in the bubble. Plus, I guess if it was gonna be really cold, I could just leave my electric heater on out here to help the stuff not get so cold. But I've not had to do that. But you know, it's getting warmer here day by day. I'm sure we're not done with cold weather, but if it starts getting, say, up into the 70s, I could handle that. Upper 70s, not gonna like that too much. But if we touch 80 degrees out here in the St. Louis area, I'm not gonna be happy. So my theory is anyway, we'll see how this goes, but this is my theory, that when I move my stuff back from Casey's house after the 24, to go ahead and just move to my new desk in my normal location, which is in my room. So that's the theory anyway. Now we'll see how that goes if my room's ready and stuff, which is why I don't know if I'll push the How to Cow series back, honestly, because I need to work on that. I've got to get my old desk out. I'm actually going to be painting the walls where the desk is going to be. Right now, the walls, you know, it's kind of in the corner, so there's two walls. So they're both like not lime green. No. That's the roof, ceiling in there. They're both bright orange, and I'm going to be painting them white. Above me in that room, it is lime green, because there's actually an air duct above me in that room. And that is painted lime green. I will be also painting that white, just a very solid white. Like, I just need white. To me, the lighting's going to be a lot better if I can get everything a nice even white tone instead of the orange, because right now, if I happen to, say, reflect a white light off the orange wall, boom, I'm instantly an Oompa Loompa, and I don't like that. So if I can, you know, get all the walls to be white, then I can play around with, you know, some RGB LED lighting or whatever. I've got plans. I've talked about it before, but I'm going to be mounting my 39-inch TV above my monitors in that room, and above the center monitor. And I've actually already purchased the same RGB light bulbs. They're smart bulbs that I have in my house, like in my living room. I've already purchased those. I've got 4 of those I'm going to be putting behind. I don't know if I'll put them all behind the TV, maybe, kind of pointing out in like each direction or whatever, because they're kind of directional a little bit. So I'm not sure how I'm going to mount them up back there, but they're going to be back there. So if I want to, I can have like basically a back glow light behind all my monitors, give the room some light, reducing eye strain, but I can make it red or purple or blue or green or whatever. Even on stream, you know, I could have it a different color just to give myself a little bit of a red tone, or I don't know. I don't know if it'll even show up on the camera. We'll see. But I thought it could be pretty cool looking. And I am going to have like the back camera, the camera behind me. It's going to be off to off to one side slightly, but behind me. And that, you know, when I take breaks on stream or have to change games or, you know, whatever, maybe the server crashes and we have to reset the server, instead of just showing people nothing, you switch to that screen and, or that camera, and, you know, people will be able to see the different color lights then. So, and I'll have my Google Home set up so I can talk to it and control the lights while streaming and stuff. So I think that's going to be pretty cool, because I'm back at, it was like Black Friday, Thanksgiving, when I bought the Google Home and the smart lights for my living room for my mom. Because, you know, the living room is basically her domain right now. And, you know, it's nice that she can lay in bed and turn the lights on and off, so, which is why I bought them. I spent the money on that because of her. And when I got the Google Home Minis, that was actually a 2-pack. And it's like, it's not bad. So I have had a Google Home Mini sitting in my house since Thanksgiving that I've not even gotten out of the box yet. So rip that plow and that thing, by the way. But yeah, I've not even gotten them out of the package yet. So it's like, oh, I should probably do that. So I'll put it in my room, and I'll have bulbs in my room I can control, which I think will be pretty cool. You know, I think it'll be a really good thing to have those lights in there, and it'll be fun. You know, it'll be fun. So, like, the big thing is the streamer and stuff, and trying to have a camera and a green screen that looks good and everything. The first tip is always turn off your room light, like your top light, your ceiling light. So I plan on, which I haven't been using that for my setup lighting, but I had used it in the past. Probably not going to use that light much going forward. I could put a smart bulb in there, because I'm all about the smart bulbs these days, just saying. And I get cheap ones. I don't do like the Philips Hue thing. They're too expensive. I get these ones from Walmart. They're like $12, $13 a piece. It's like, that's not bad. They're pretty bright. They're not as bright as I want them for like my living room. Like, I probably wouldn't put them in my kitchen. I would have to get different bulbs for my kitchen, make them a little bit brighter. But I have been contemplating putting smart bulbs in my kitchen too. There's just something about saying, you know, hey, device, turn off kitchen lights, or turn off living room lights, or, you know, when some of my nieces and nephews, if they come over and they, for the first time especially, it's like, hey, device, I'm not saying it on purpose, by the way, in case you guys have me playing where a device can hear me, hey, device, turn living room lights, you know, purple or whatever, and just seeing their faces like, whoa, especially the little nephew, the one that's just over a year old. He was like amazed. It blew his mind when I turned the lights red. And he's just standing there like looking at the lights going away. How did that happen? Like, you could just see the gears turning, kind of. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. So there's that. All right. Home field done and dusted. Very nice. All right, we got to go just across the road. We'll empty out first, and we'll head over to 21. I think that's our newest field, right? I think that's the last field we purchased last time after all the the canola hype. All that canola. Pretty sure that was our last field that we purchased. I'm doing a really good job of almost emptying the combine. Just saying. Almost emptying. Doing a fantastic job of that. Alright, we'll probably cut some end-rows. We are going to get rid of all of these trees around this entire field. Everything that we can cut down on this plot, we will get rid of. Because I don't like trees. I don't like trees getting in our way all the time of hiring workers and cameras. Like that. I can't stand that. So, all the trees on this plot will go, even if, as far as we can go over there. They're all going to go. Actually, let's look. How far can we go? Oh, we can go all the way to the road, right up to the pond. Okay. A goodbye. A goodbye. A goodbye. Yeah. We'll use the brush chipper, chip them all, because they're the quote-unquote crooked trees, and therefore they're kind of a pain to cut down and haul away. So we'll just run the brush chipper. We need to get a tipper that can hold wood chips again, and we will. We will definitely do that, but we don't have it yet. So there's that. All right, so I'm going to hire him here, And then we've got to start running our truck, boys. We've got to start running our truck. So we're probably not going to get all of our hauling done in the allotted time. So we may have to, which is fine. I may have to pause the video, and do a bunch of selling real fast and then come back. So that might have to happen here in a minute, but okay. All right, cool. Good talk. Good talk. And actually, if I cut the trees down, that would help right there. Somebody in my neighborhood is cutting their grass right now. I wonder who that is. Why? Why are you... The grass isn't even greened up here yet. Wow, that was filling that whole time? Okay. The grass isn't even greened up here. They're probably chopping leaves, huh? Still some leaves around in the neighborhood to chop. I'm not going to lie. I need to chop some in my front yard, but... Yeah, they'll blow away, right? See, I cleaned my gutters the other day and blew out... Like, I was up on my roof using the leaf blower and blew out a bunch of, like, rotten, nasty leaves. And, of course, they landed in my front yard. And then I never cleaned them up. So, there's that. I'm like, you know what? I really should go break out my lawnmower and clean those up. Really got to break out my lawnmower one of these days. We have not done winter maintenance to it yet. We are big sticklers for winter maintenance on our equipment. You know, you do the maintenance that you should be doing, and the equipment will last a long time. At least that's the theory, and so far a lot of our stuff, you know, because we catch an issue when it's a small issue, or you know, you're just taking care of it. You're changing the oil, you're changing the air filter, at least checking the air filter. You know, I don't change it necessarily every year, but we definitely check it. And if it needs it, yeah, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger. It's a couple bucks, whoopie-doo. But definitely change the oil every year, even if I don't put enough hours on the machine, which I don't right now. So I'm not really worried about it, but, you know, oil does break down, so it's good to change it. So there's that. But, yeah, we haven't done it since the last time I cut. I would say grass, but it really wasn't. Last time I cut leaves, well, what did I cut? I actually need to cut leaves in Casey's backyard, so that's another story. I cut my backyard. I had this giant windrow of leaves piled up along the fence I cut. It was a lot. It was a lot of leaves I cut. It was like a 4-foot tall pile, and it was probably 50, 60 feet long and probably like 10 feet wide or something, and it was like 4 feet tall in the center. It was massive. But I don't even have a tree in my backyard. I have one little like bush tree thing, and that's it. So, well, I guess that other tree. I have a dogwood tree in my backyard too. But a dogwood tree is not very big, so you know, it's like, where are all these leaves coming from? All of my neighbors. Thank you. And then they don't clean up the leaves in their own yard. Thank you. So much fun. But anyway, not complaining about my neighbors. I just don't like some of them. But no, yeah, so I did that, and then I think I cut Casey's front yard. Yeah, I did, because my Christmas display was up at the time. Man, all these signs I run over all the time, I'm telling you. My Christmas display was up at the time, so I took all the leaves out of my front yard that day and actually blew them into Casey's front yard, because I got a perfect day where there was like no wind. It was awesome. And I blew all of my leaves into Casey's yard. Somebody's talking outside my house. I don't know who it is. I don't know what that was. Who they were talking? Who was talking? Somebody's outside my house talking. Anyway, it was the mailman delivering a package. That's what it was. Okay. All right. All good. All good. I think that's who it was. I hope so. Let's see. What was I gonna say? Darn it! I've lost my train of thought listening to people talk. But yeah, so I took all of my leaves out of my yard, blew them over to Casey's yard. and then cleaned them all up in his yard, because I'm not that kind of neighbor, you know. I did all the chopping over there, so there is that. So guys, here's what I'm going to do. I've got like 400,000 like here to haul. Yeah, plus over at the train. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm actually going to flip into high speed mode. We'll do a little bit of a high speed selling montage with music. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to pump in some music for you guys, and we're going to start that right now. All right, guys, there is the last load of soybeans hauled in. We have $1.7 million. Next video, guys, we will be probably purchasing a paddock for some cows, and the Anderson Group DLC will be on the map by then. So there's that. We may buy some fields as well. You never know what all we're going to get into, but tune in to the next video for that. So until then, I'm going to finish up the harvest is done, but like the field work, putting it all back into wheat. We are going to be plowing, you know, field 21 and finishing up the rest of the map. So until the next video, guys, where we probably are going to buy some cows and get into that, just so we can show off the Anderson Group DLC more than anything. So until then, I'm your boy John from Puma Plow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, toodles.